Hey, what's up, guys? So after posting the inner tie rod or outer tie rod video on this side, I realized I need to do the inner tie rod, which I did already do on the other side and film, and should be posting later. But it was nighttime when I filmed, so I'm gonna film now and see how well it goes. Maybe I'll upload this one instead. Not nearly as much room this time, huh? Car is still wobbly. I think it's a lot better. Still pulls to the right. Found some other things that are probably wrong. This is a wheel sensor here that the previous owner decided to just cut right off. There's your cotter pin. Got that out. You guys think I should open up the golden ratchet? Yeah, let's open up the golden ratchet. Check this out, guys. I picked this up, it was like 40-something% off. Lifetime warranty. I'm gonna have to take these gloves off. Lifetime warranty, right? I should be able to just rip it out of here, huh? Ta-da! Does not smell good. Well, there y'all go. Back to your spot. This cotter pin on the replacement is 3/4 inch, whereas standard it's 17 millimeter. Need to loosen this jam nut, which is 19 millimeters. There you go. Not that hard. Back to removing the castle nut here. That's what this is called. Should I worry about scratching my golden ratchet? Boink. Alright. Guys, when you're doing this, whether you're doing this outer tie rod or the inner tie rod or both, you want to count the amount of turns. I happen to know it's 14, but we'll count anyways. That was 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. Huh. It was like half a turn. Huh. Well, either way, check this out. See this? See how easily this thing's moving around? That's how we know it's not good. First thing we do is take this off. I just pinched it off because I care about my grip strength. And we have this pin back here. I gotta grab a flathead for that. Alright guys, so the goal here is to try to preserve this boot. Get it out of here without hurting the boot. I almost still need a light in here. Well, that is loose. So this whole thing is turning? Yeah. So this one's just as bad as the last one, really. Forgot I do have to take this all the way off too. Boink. See, we got the bottom part loose. So once we get the top part loose, then it will come right off. But I'm thinking I might need to take the glove off. I don't know. Some more room in here. Dang, I just broke that clamp. So no more. I can get it about back together as it was actually. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a light so I can show you all this center on. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Just as bad as the other one, honestly. Move y'all there. Time to get our special tool over here, guys. There, I'm gonna bring y'all over here, show you what we're dealing with for our tool. Here's the tool. Here's the new tie rod, but this is the tie rod. This is, you know, pretend this is the one that's on there. And this tool, you choose the right one of these. Choose the right one of these. It goes on here on the car. And you shove this thing up on it and lock it in here. And then you have a 1/2 inch adapter thingy here that you use the breaker bar to break it loose with, or if you're putting it back on, you still use the breaker bar, but just not as hard, I guess. All right, so I need to find the right one of these. I think it was they put these all out of order. 1 1/2. I think it was 1 1/4. Here's 1 1/4. Okay, so this one is 1 1/4. I think what's on there is slightly different. So we're gonna try this. That seems to be bigger than this. This is 1 3/16. There's 1 7/16. Way too big. Should have known, I guess. 3/16, 1 1/2. Way too big. What the hell's going on here? Is it the same one or not? Some of the parts are different, or than what was on there. It looks like. The one that's on here is indeed bigger, like I said. It's bigger than 1 1/4. So try 1 5/16. 33.6 millimeter. That is way better. Way better. 33.6. Like, how are these all so different? The replacement parts are in standard, and the parts that are on the car are in metric. And metric and a half, dude. Like, what the fuck? See that? It sucks. Because this thing's in here. Like, the way the tie rod's in there to start with is not fun. There, let's see if... got it, I think. $33. What the hell is it? I don't know, whatever. I'll let you guys know. If you're watching this video, this is probably why. It didn't fit. Look at that, it probably just rolled right off. This tool, like, they make it look so cool with the colors because it's zero fun. See, if you push too hard, it'll just knock the adapter thingy off. Ooh, but look at this. It's loose enough. I can use my hand, and as long as I'm pulling it towards me, should be good. All right, 33.6 millimeter attachment is what this 2007 V6 RAV4 uses. For the inner tie rod, wow. The replacement, 1 1/4. Straighten this boot out. $33.6 is alright. Here's our replacement. Once again, check this out, take that off. We're gonna need this because, oh, that's 5/16. One and a quarter. There we go. Start threading that in. And take this glove off. Oh, fucking A. like this, probably good enough. I left the old tie rod in there as I was doing this. Look at that. I left this in the tube. That is messed up. Alright, so time to put the outer tie rod back on. Like I said, you want to count the turns. Hey, look, see, notice how it's much harder to move this now? Yeah, that's why we're replacing it. One. No room for this. Alright, that was 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shit seems longer. Oh, whoops. I forgot to put the boot back on. Get a little heated over here, guys. My bad. Oh, there we go. Well, there we go, boots on. Don't have new clamps for it, but one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Grab your castle nut, put that back on there. This replacement is 3/4 inch, but the one you're taking off is 17 millimeters. You probably have damaged the thread some from hammering this on and off here. So we're gonna grab the golden ratchet and see if it'll go in there. See if the nut, the cotter pin goes in. It does. Gonna bend it up a little bit. Now we need to tighten the jam nut. This is 19, well, you know, actually I think they changed this one too, so it's can't see. Looks like it's like 21 millimeters instead of 19, which is pretty weird. Wait, let me. All right. Like almost 1 inch. 23 millimeters. It looks like it's 23 millimeters, guys. This replacement jam nut. That's crazy. The one that y'all are taking off, 19 millimeters. All right. Well, we're done inside here. Let's see how long this is taking. 32 minutes. Whew. That's some time. That is some time. The old tie rod out here.